What do you do when the world you built with someone you love just stops? When my Ellen passed after 52 years, I felt like the ground vanished beneath me. The quiet was louder than anything I'd ever known. If you've lost your husband, you know that ache. But here's something I learned the hard way. Some choices you make in that pain can change everything. Your home, your savings, your peace. Today, I'm sharing 6 traps I've seen widows fall into, not because they weren't wise, but because no one warned them. Stay with me. The third one's a heartbreaker you won't see coming. I'm just an old man who's walked a long road, and losing Ellen was the hardest step. The house wasn't the same without her laughter. Bills piled up, decisions loomed, and I felt like I was supposed to have all the answers while my heart was still in pieces. Does that ring true for you? When your husband's gone, it's not just loneliness, it's a new world you didn't choose. But let me tell you something, you don't have to let this chapter end in regret. I've seen too many women, good, strong women, trip over the same hidden pitfalls after their husbands passed. Not because they didn't care, but because grief makes everything blurry. So pull up a chair. Let's talk friend to friend about 6 mistakes that can steal what you and your husband worked so hard for. I'll show you how to sidestep them with care and confidence. Before we dive in, here's a little favor. What's one thing your husband always said that still makes you smile? Share it in the comments. Let's keep his light burning bright together. Mistake number 1, waiting too long to fix your papers. Let's start with something nobody wants to face when their heart's broken, paperwork. I know it sounds cold, even wrong, to think about forms and files when you're still missing his voice. After Ellen passed, I couldn't bring myself to open the drawer where we kept our important papers. It felt like erasing her, like saying she was really gone. But here's a hard lesson I learned, and I'm sharing it because I care. If you don't update your papers soon after your husband's gone, you're leaving a tangle that can hurt you and your family for years. Think about this. Your will, your bank accounts, your insurance policies, they're like a map of your wishes. If they're still set up from 20 or 30 years ago, they don't show the life you're living now. I had a friend, Clara, who didn't change her husband's name on their savings account. She thought she had time, but when she got sick, that account was frozen in court. Her daughter couldn't pay for Clara's care, and her son fought with cousins over who should get what. It wasn't just money. It was Clara's peace, stolen by papers she meant to fix someday. Then there's the house. If his name's still on the deed and something happens to you, it could get stuck in a legal mess called probate. I saw it happen to a neighbor. Her kids lost months and thousands of dollars sorting it out, all because she didn't update one document. And don't forget life insurance or retirement accounts. If you haven't named a new beneficiary, the money might go to someone you haven't seen in decades, an old relative, even an ex. Can you imagine the hurt that would cause your kids? Here's what I want you to do. Pick a calm day, maybe invite a trusted friend, your daughter, a nephew, or a neighbor you'd give your house key to. Sit down with a cup of tea and go through everything. Your will, your power of attorney, your bank accounts, your insurance policies. Make sure they say what you want today, not what made sense when you were newlyweds. It's not about being heartless, it's about being wise. You're protecting your family from fights, your home from uncertainty, and your voice from being lost. It might feel heavy at first, but I promise, once it's done, you'll feel lighter. You're not just signing papers, you're building a fence around what matters most. Doesn't it feel good to know your wishes will stand strong, no matter what comes next? Mistake number 2, grabbing the big money all at once. Now, let's talk about a check that feels like a lifeline, but can slip away faster than you'd believe. When your husband passes, you might get a big sum of money, maybe from his life insurance or a pension fund. It could be $40,000, $100,000, or even more. When that check arrived after Ellen's passing, I felt a wave of relief, like I could finally breathe. But here's the truth I learned, and I'm begging you to hear it. That money isn't just a gift. It's meant to carry you through years without his paycheck, and if you're not careful, it can vanish. I'll never forget my friend Margaret. She got a $75,000 insurance payout after her husband died. She was grieving, tired, and that money felt like a chance to fix everything. She bought a new car, took her grandkids on a trip, even helped her sister with some bills. Then the calls started, advisors she didn't know, offering surefire investments. Her nephew had a business idea that couldn't fail. Before she knew it, 2 years later, Margaret was scraping by, her savings gone. She wasn't careless, she was hurting, and grief makes it hard to see straight. That money's not just cash, it's the years of work your husband put in, the future you planned together. But when it's all in your hands at once, it's like trying to hold sand. People notice. Strangers pitch plans that sound too good to be true, because they are. Family might ask for loans, not thinking how it adds up. Even your own heart might say, "Why not treat myself? I deserve it." But every dollar you spend today is a dollar you won't have tomorrow, when you might need it for medicine, a new roof, or just to live without worry. Here's a secret most folks don't know. You don't have to take it all at once. You can spread it out, monthly payments, a steady plan that lasts years. I wish I'd known that sooner. Before you touch that check, find someone you trust, a financial advisor with no stake in your choice, maybe a friend who's good with numbers. Ask about options, annuities, structured payments, anything that keeps your money safe. Check how it affects your taxes or benefits like Social Security. Big payouts can mess those up too. Protect that money like it's your husband's last gift to you. Let it be a soft cushion for your future, not a quick fix that fades. Take your time, ask questions, and don't let anyone rush you. Don't you want that security to last as long as his love did? Mistake number 3, giving away cash out of loneliness. Oh, this one hurts my soul because it starts with the best intentions. After Ellen passed, the house was so quiet I could hear my own heartbeat. I missed her laugh, her stories, the way she made everyone feel special. Then the phone would ring. A daughter with a dream, a grandson needing just a little help. My heart jumped to say yes, to feel useful again. But listen close, dear friend. Giving money or signing loans out of loneliness can break your heart all over again, and I want to save you that pain. When your husband's gone, the days stretch long and empty. You miss being needed, being part of someone's plans. That's when family might call. "Mom, can you co-sign for my new car?" Or "Grandma, my business is a sure thing. I just need your help." It feels like love to say yes, like you're keeping them close. But here's what I've seen too many times. Co-signing makes you responsible. If they miss a payment, the bank knocks on your door. My cousin Ruth co-signed for her son's apartment. He lost his job, and Ruth's savings took the hit. She lost her credit, her sleep, and worst of all, her trust in him. It wasn't just money, it was her peace gone. Then there's giving cash outright. You might think, "I'll help my niece with college," or "I'll give the kids a little something to start fresh." It feels warm, generous, like you're keeping the family tight. But I've seen it go wrong. A friend of mine, Sarah, gave her daughter $20,000 for a new start. The daughter spent it in months, then stopped calling. Sarah was left with less for herself and a hole where that closeness used to be. Money doesn't buy love, and when it's gone, some folks drift away, leaving you to face the empty days alone. Before you give or sign anything, stop and breathe. Picture your husband sitting there. What would he say? Would he want you to risk your home, your rest, for someone else's idea? Find someone you trust, a pastor, a sibling, anyone who sees you clearly. Ask what it means for your future. You've spent years putting others first, your kids, your husband, your neighbors. Now it's okay, more than okay, to put yourself first. Be generous, yes, but be safe too. Your heart's big enough to love without losing everything. Isn't it worth protecting that warmth for the years ahead? Mistake number 4, letting go of your home too fast. Let's talk about the place that holds your life story, your home. After Ellen was gone, every corner whispered her memory. The kitchen where we burned pancakes, the porch where we watched sunsets. But those same memories hurt so much, I thought about selling just to escape the ache. When your husband passes, your home changes. It's not just a house, it's a scrapbook of your love, your laughter, your quiet nights together. But that weight can make you want to run, and I want to help you pause before you do. People start giving advice, don't they? It's too big for one person, they say. Sell it, move somewhere smaller, start over. In your grief, that sounds like a way to breathe again. The kitchen feels too quiet without his chatter. The bedroom feels wrong with only one side slept in. But here's what I've learned. Selling your home too soon, especially in that first foggy year, is a forever choice made when your heart's still stormy. I knew a woman, Helen, who sold her house 6 months after her husband died. A realtor pushed her, buyers lowballed because they sensed her rush. She got thousands less than it was worth. A year later, when her grief softened, she missed her garden, the tree her kids climbed, the walls that held their holidays. It wasn't just a house, it was her anchor, and she let it go too fast. Rushing can cost you more than money. Your home's value might be higher if you wait, markets change, and so do you. But more than that, it's about giving yourself time to heal. I've seen women regret selling because they didn't realize the pain would ease. You don't have to leave just because it hurts now. Try small changes. Paint the living room a color you love. Move the furniture. Plant a rose bush in his memory. Make the space yours, not just the life you shared. If you decide to sell later, you'll know it's right. You'll have time to find a buyer who sees the home's worth, a new place that feels like a fresh chapter. But for now, let your home hold you. It's been your shelter through love and loss. Maybe it's got a little more to give. Take a year, sit with your memories, let the hurt soften. Don't you think the place that held your story deserves a chance to hold you a bit longer? Mistake number 5, letting the wrong people near your money. This mistake slips in so quietly. It's like a shadow you don't notice till it's over you. When Ellen passed, I was swamped. Bills I'd never paid alone, accounts I barely understood, choices I wasn't ready for. Suddenly, people showed up. Old friends offered tips, strangers called with help. Don't worry, they said, I'll take care of it. I nearly handed over my savings, desperate for someone to make it easier. Thank heavens I stopped, and I want to save you from that edge too. When your husband's gone, you're the one holding the reins, bank accounts, bills, investments, all of it. It's a lot, especially when you're grieving. That's when folks appear, and not all of them mean well. Some see a widow's pain and think opportunity. I knew a woman, Dorothy, who trusted a charming advisor after her husband died. He promised big returns, but in months, her $60,000 nest egg was gone, invested in risky deals she didn't understand. She wasn't foolish, she was hurting, and he counted on that. Even family can steer you wrong, not out of malice, but because they don't know better. My cousin's daughter begged to manage her mom's money, but she made bad trades, and half the savings vanished. Your money's not just numbers, it's your safety, your freedom, the life you and your husband built brick by brick. Don't let anyone touch it until you're sure. If someone offers help, slow down. Ask who they are. What's their track record? Get it in writing, every promise, every plan. Check with someone else, a banker, a lawyer, a friend who's savvy with cash. A good advisor won't rush you. They'll sit, explain, answer every question till you're clear. If it's family, same rule. Love doesn't mean they know best. I learned to trust my gut. If something felt off, I said no, even if it was awkward. You're not weak for needing time. You're wise for taking it. Your husband worked years for that money. Late nights, early mornings, dreams of a cozy retirement. Protect it like he protected you. Ask for a second opinion, a third if you need it. Read every paper before you sign, and if it's not clear, don't touch it. You're learning a new role, and that's okay. Doesn't it feel right to guard your future with the same love you gave him? Mistake number 6, hiding away from those who care. Finally, let's talk about the silence that creeps in after the funeral's done. When Ellen left, the house went still. No more visitors, no more casseroles, no more needing to hold myself together. At first, it felt like peace, a chance to catch my breath. But then the quiet grew heavy, like a fog that wouldn't lift. I stopped answering calls, skipped church, told friends, I'm fine, just need space. I thought being alone would mend me, but it only made the days colder. I want to spare you that loneliness, because you weren't meant to carry grief by yourself. After your husband's gone, it's easy to pull back. The world feels too loud, too bright, when your heart's still tender. You might think, I'm a burden, or no one wants to hear my sadness. I felt that way, thought my kids didn't need my tears, my neighbors didn't care. But here's what I found. The people who love you aren't judging. They're waiting, hoping you'll let them in. My friend Grace hid away for months after her husband passed. She missed her daughter's birthday, stopped her book club. When she finally went for coffee with a friend, she cried, laughed, talked about her husband, and felt alive again. That connection didn't erase her pain, but it made it lighter. You don't need to be strong or cheerful to reach out. Just show up, tears and all. Start small, call a sibling, visit a neighbor, sit in the back at a community supper. I joined a card game at the senior center, nervous as a kid on the first day of school. But hearing folks share their own stories, saying Ellen's name out loud, it warmed me from the inside. Connection's like a quilt, pieced together slowly, but it keeps you warm. Your husband's love made you shine. Don't let that light go out. The folks around you, your kids, your church, your old walking buddy, they want to sit with you, hear your memories, share the load. If it feels hard, try once, then again. Who's one person you could call today, someone who'd smile to hear from you? Grief needs time, but it also needs company. Don't let the silence steal your place in the world. You're still here, still loved, still worth every moment of care. Isn't it time to let someone hold your hand again? Closing, a warm farewell. Thank you for sitting with me, friend. I know this was heavy, but you stayed, and that tells me you're not just surviving, you're fighting for what's next. Losing your husband shakes your world, but it doesn't steal your strength or your right to a life with hope and dignity. Avoiding these traps won't erase the hurt, but it'll keep your future safe, honoring the love you built together. One last favor, if this helped, hit that like button to share it with others. Pass it to a sister, a cousin, anyone walking this road. And tell me in the comments, what's one memory of your husband that still makes your heart glow? Let's hold those moments tight. Rest when you're weary, reach out when you're ready, and know you're tougher than you feel. I'll be here when you need a friend. Take care now.